Hello and welcome. My name is Nav, and I thank you for joining me today on your mat. Today's practice will be relatively grounded. You can think of it as a more gentle practice, but it'll come with some challenges. And a fun way to mobilize your body, maybe at the start of your day or before a workout. All you'll need for today's workout is maybe a water bottle and a towel in case you get a bit sweaty. And when you do feel ready, we'll get started on our backs. As you come onto your back, finding a shape that feels comfortable for you. Maybe today you choose to extend your legs long, have your arms out by your side. Or maybe you find something else that brings you comfort and ease. Perhaps bending your knees, bringing your arms on your body, but whatever feels good to you. We'll take these first few moments to settle ourselves in, slowing down the restless energy within our body, slowing down the train of thought within our mind, and slowing down our breath as we look to find ease. Maybe this is the first moment all day that you've given yourself to slow down. Honor these next several minutes on our mat as an opportunity for you to check in, to stay connected to your breath, to keep your mind within your body. As we continue slowing down and settling in, taking a few moments to check in. Notice if there's some areas on your physical body that feel tight or tense, stiff or sore. And perhaps you're able to make an adjustment within your body, changing the position of your arms or your legs. And perhaps that brings in a bit more comfort and ease. Take a few moments to check in with your mind. Maybe you notice some heavy thoughts surfacing. Perhaps you've had a busy day. Maybe you had a late night or a long week. Noticing the baggage you've brought with you onto your mat today. Not judging yourself for what you feel, but just accepting and acknowledging what it is that you do feel. And as we peel back the layers, underneath what your body is feeling, what your mind is thinking, can you begin to bring some awareness towards how you are breathing? Finding a natural rhythm of breath that works for your body today. As you breathe in through your nose, know that you are breathing in. Feel your chest rise, your belly expand. And as you breathe out, know that you are breathing out. Feel your belly soften, feel your chest fall. If you're having some difficulty connecting to your breath, placing your hands, one on your belly, the other on your chest, as you feel your breath move through your body. Giving yourself another 10 full breaths, deepening your breath in, lengthening your breath out. Before we begin, let us set an intention to carry this awareness of breath as we begin to bring movement in. With that in mind, taking your next breath in, arms will extend overhead, toes will point away. Invite a full body stretch. On your breath out, bringing your knees in towards your chest as you round through your back, giving yourself a nice big hug. Maybe rock your hips side to side. Feel your lower back massage onto your mat. We'll keep our feet hovering, opening our arms out like the letter T. Take a breath in. On your breath out, drop your knees to a side. Doesn't matter if it's left or right. It's not about your knees touching down onto the ground, just bringing some heaviness into your thighs and hips. And just checking in with you, are you still breathing? As we bring this twist into our body, can we continue to deepen our inhales and lengthen our exhales? On your breath in, bringing your knees back to center. On your breath out, we'll switch sides. Noticing how this side might feel. Maybe it's a bit easier, a bit harder. There's nothing wrong with comparing left side to right side, but as best as you can, trying not to judge one side from the other. Just a couple more breaths here. On your breath in, knees will return to center. On your breath out, feet will come down as we prepare for our bridge. Bringing your heels by your hips, arms by your side, just taking a moment to roll your shoulders underneath you. Spreading your toes a bit wider, gripping your mat a bit tighter with both your hands and your feet. Take a breath in, press into your heels, your shoulders, your hands as you lift your hips up to the sky. A few breaths here, noticing what you feel. Some of you might choose to turn your toes slightly out, or maybe widening the distance between your feet. But as best as we can, glutes are engaged as our thighs engage. Heels pulling in towards your hips. Just notice what you begin to feel through your thighs, through your hips, through your glutes. Let's take a breath in here. Breath out, lowering your hips down. And a few times at your own pace, inhaling and exhaling, matching breath to body. On your breath in, hips will lift. Feel your front body open. On your breath out, hips will settle down as you feel your back melt onto your mat. And as you continue to breathe in and out here, it's your choice to explore more. Maybe on your breath in, as your hips lift, so do your heels, pressing a bit more into your toes. And if doing so, you might have to take a half step closer towards your hips. Or maybe on your breath in, your arms extend overhead, feeling a little bit more space through your upper body. But if neither of those options feel available to you today, then just working through your regular bridge. Just a couple more inhales and exhales here. On your next breath out, hips will settle down, knees will come in. Let's begin to rock ourselves forward and back, massaging our spine against our mat. And on your next breath in, you'll make your way forward into a seat. I will change the position of my body so you're able to see me a bit more clearly. And it's up to you. Maybe you take a loose seat with your legs opening a bit further out, or maybe a closed seat with your heels coming in towards your hips. Take a moment, maybe shake your hips side to side. Just allow yourself to feel grounded down through your sits bones. And from here, we'll continue to breathe and move. We'll bring our right arm off to the side as we bring our elbow perhaps down, or maybe keeping that length through your body. Opposite hand will come towards the back of your head. If this is a bit of a challenge to keep yourself open, we can bring that hand to our lower back as we open up through the front of our chest. Notice if your hip begins to lift, keeping your hips grounded, feeling heaviness through your thighs. And then from here, we'll explore some more. If your hand is on the back of your head and you do feel a bit open through the front of your chest, on your breath in, extending your top arm overhead. Some of you may bend into that bottom arm, others might keep a little bit more length. Feel your fingertips reaching away, but feel length from your hip all the way to your fingertip. We'll bring in a little bit of movement here. On your breath out, extending your top arm in front, sweeping it behind. As you take a breath in to then swim your arm towards the top and overhead. A few times like this, maybe making big circles, small circles. And if we are working with our hand behind our head, maybe we just work with little twists. It's up to you to make this practice your own. As much as I am here to guide you, you are your best teacher. You know your body better than I do. And the best that I can do is try to guide you with some compassionate awareness, to bring as much awareness to your bodily sensations, to give you the foundation to work within your body's limits. Take one more breath in, find space, reach up, reach overhead. On your breath out, we'll begin to switch sides as we walk our hands over. Notice, keep length through your spine. You might choose to bend into your elbow or keep that arm straight. Once again, your choice. Maybe hand starts at your lower back so you feel some additional openness through your chest. Hand might come behind your head, noticing additional length here. And if that feels okay, then maybe extending your fingertips overhead. One of our primary muscles that we are lengthening here is our lat. A very big muscle, the widest muscle in our whole body, attaches just above our armpit to our upper arm, and it goes all the way down towards the top of your hip. A very important muscle to help us breathe wide. So if you feel very tense, naturally that arm is going to sag in. Your chest is going to close. So maybe honoring your body's limits to just keep your hand on the back of your head. And then when you feel ready, your breath out will trigger movement. Reaching your arm out in front, behind, big breath in, reaching up, overhead. A few times like this. It's not about how fast you move, but it's about how much control and awareness you can bring into each movement. Wonderful job, everyone. We'll give ourselves one more breath in here. And on your breath out, staying cross-legged, we'll just walk our hands out in front as we fold over our crossed legs. It's not about how deep you're able to fold. Some of you might need your elbows bent. Some of you might just be hinging. Others might be able to fold. Just giving yourself a moment here to breathe some space into your lower back. And from here, we'll slowly make our way into a tabletop. Shifting your hands forward, shimmying your knees back. We come onto all fours. Shoulders in line with your wrists, knees in line with your hips. Keeping length through your spine from the base of your tailbone to the crown of your head. And we'll begin with some cat and cow movements. On your breath in, belly drops, chin lifts, heart opens through your arms. Breath out, spine rounds as your chin and tailbone tuck in. Continue to move just like this. Exploring your front body on your inhale. Exploring your back body on your exhale. For some of us, especially if we are sedentary or have desk jobs, we'll have difficulty feeling the different vertebrae through our spine. For some of us, as we move through these two shapes, these true movements, we just feel a stiff rod trying to bend. Others that have a little bit more freedom through their spine feel the different areas that make up your spine. It's not about what you look like. It's about what you're able to feel. And as much as I've asked you to just move up and down, maybe you explore a little bit more, shifting your weight forward and back, maybe bumping your hips side to side, perhaps turning your hands out or in any way that allows you to bring a little bit more awareness to something new within your body. Let's all give ourselves another 5 or so breaths here. Not rushing, just breathing, just moving. I'd like to challenge us with a little bit of balance. We'll see how it goes. Coming back into your neutral tabletop, shoulders in line with wrists, knees in line with hips. We'll step our right foot back, begin to walk our left fingertips forward. Take a moment here. Feel tall, feel long. We're not disengaging through any part of the body. Imagining a straight line from your right hip through your right knee all the way to your toes. As our fingertips walk forward, we create a little bit of additional length. Feel grounded through your right hand, your left knee. And when you feel ready on your breath in, you choose. Maybe back leg lifts, maybe left arm reaches up. Imagine like you're stomping a wall behind you. Imagine like you're trying to shake someone's hand out in front of you. Welcome the shakes within your body. Continue to bring awareness to what you can control. Are you pressing into the ground with your right hand? Are you engaged through your core? Are you engaged through your glutes? Let's take an inhale here. Breath out, left hand will come down, right knee will slide in. Let's just walk our hands back to lift our hands off our mat, maybe inviting some gentle movement through our wrists. And then we'll switch sides. Returning to our tabletop, left foot steps back, right hand walks forward. Imagine like you're hugging and pressing your knee up towards the ceiling. Get light on your fingertips. And then when you feel ready, maybe this time around only back leg lifts. That's okay. If you feel confident, you feel stable, maybe reaching your right arm forward. Not mandatory. Notice your breath. When we begin to face challenge, one of the first things to go is your breath. If you're able to keep your breath stable, the bridge connecting your body and mind remains stable. If you're looking down at your hand or your knee, trust me, they're going to stay there. Look slightly out in front towards the top of your mat. Take a breath in. Breath out, we'll slide and return our hand and knee back in. A few cat and cows here. Maybe if you need a moment to roll out your wrist, do that. Great job. And we'll take our time to come belly down. Coming onto our mat. We'll keep our hands in line with our shoulders here. Take a moment to roll your shoulders back, squeeze and hug your elbows in. On your breath in, begin to lift just your heart, looking slightly out in front. It's known as our baby cobra. And just to test yourself to see what is being actively engaged, maybe you hover your hands off your mat. Notice if you slump or if you're able to stay tall. Couple of breaths here. Take a breath in. Breath out to release your chest down. If it feels nice in between, maybe just lifting your heels, windshield wipering side to side. We'll explore a little bit more. This time around, arms will reach back. Shoulders will roll back. Once again, elbows stay by your side. Typically for this next shape, the feet want to join the party. If you're able to, just keep the tops of your feet pressing down. And once again, on your breath in, we engage as we lift through our chest. Maybe you're able to lift a little bit more, maybe not so much. Notice your breath. Wonderful. Let's take one more breath in. Breath out to release down. Windshield wipering knees if that feels good for your body. And then last time around, we will work towards our unclasped bow. So this time around, heels will curl towards your hips. And we continue to send some energy here. A soft engagement through your hamstrings. Arms will once again reach back, but we are not holding on. And then when you feel ready, breath in, we engage, we lift. Arms are reaching back, heels are curling in. You might begin to feel a little bit through your hamstrings here. Keep your glutes engaged. Take a few breaths here. Take a breath in. Breath out, release yourself down. And taking your time to bring yourself towards the back of your mat as we come to a child's pose. Knees will open out wide, feet will come in together to touch, and it's your choice. Maybe you keep your arms extended, maybe you bring your arms in, allowing your chest to melt in this space between your legs as your lower back rounds and you breathe some space there. Notice if you start to feel some heat within your body, maybe some sweat on your skin. Notice what's changing. A little bit challenge left to work through. We'll shift ourselves forward into a tabletop. We'll sit our hips down as we swing our legs around. We'll prep ourselves for our boat. Some of you will have to keep your heels down, arms underneath your knees. Others might be able to lift their feet off the ground and keep their arms extended. Wherever you are, heels down, arms wherever, what we can all focus on is pulling our chest up towards our thighs. The taller we are through our spine, the less pressure we put on our belly as we breathe. If I start to round here, breathing becomes a challenge. If I start to sit tall, whether I'm holding or grounding, breathing comes with some ease. Awesome job. From here, you choose. We'll take a breath in, breath out, coming onto your left hip as you extend your legs out. Maybe hands are by your side. Notice. Inhale to pull yourself in. Breath out, shifting hips, extending legs. Not easy. Feel the side of your body here. Inhale to pull in. This time around, a little bit of movement with our arms. Breath out, opening your arms out to the side. Maybe hands have to stay in, maybe arms are able to open wide. Breath in to return to center. Breath out to switch sides. Great job. Breath in to return to center. Last little bit. Breath out, both legs will extend long. Shoulders will begin to hover back, but do not touch. Inhale, squeeze in, pull in. Twice more. You got this. Breath out, legs extend. Maybe arms reach overhead. Inhale, pull in. Last time, breath out, we extend, we hover. We stay for a breath in. Breath out to release. Great job, everyone. Give yourself a moment here. Notice what you're feeling. Maybe your breaths become a bit shaky. Maybe you feel a little bit more heat within your body. That's okay. We'll use some of this heat to soften into the edges within our body. We'll bring our knees back in towards our chest, give our hips a little rock side to side. We'll keep our right knee in, extending our left leg long. Take a breath in to open wide, right knee towards your right armpit, feeling your inner thigh. Breath out, right knee twists across your body, using your left hand to assist. Right arm can reach out towards the side as a counterbalance. But as best as we can, shoulders stay glued on our mat. It's not about that right knee touching down towards the ground. For some of you, that comes with ease. For others, we require a bit of time. Time is on your side. Begin to deepen your breath. Begin to slow down your breath. Allow your inhales to invite relief. Allow your exhales to become opportunities for release. Just a couple more breaths here. Breath in will bring our right knee back to center. Breath out will begin to switch sides. Left knee comes in as right leg extends long. Breath in, left knee opens wide, creating some space through your inner thigh. Breath out, right hand guides your left knee across your body to twist. Now, for the sake of your practice at home, if you choose to do this practice again, if there's any shape that you wish to explore more, pause the video, stay there. Make this practice your own. But as we continue to work through our left side now, noticing what you feel. Maybe this side feels a bit lighter as you twist, or maybe there's a bit of extra tension for you to work through. Deepening your breath in, lengthening your breath out. Great job. Next breath in, bringing left knee back to center. Breath out, both knees in towards your chest. And we'll prep ourselves for a happy baby. Both knees will open wide, keeping your tailbone grounded on your mat. And you choose what you do. As your feet kick up towards the sky, maybe you're having some difficulty reaching for your feet. Or if you are reaching your feet, you're finding that you're struggling and curling yourself in. Maybe that's a sign that you grab somewhere below, towards your calves, your knees, your thighs. But wherever you choose to grab, keep your baby happy, not crumpy. Maybe rock your hips side to side, extending one leg, extending the other. Or maybe you just choose to hold on to your knees for today. A few deep breaths here. When you feel ready, feet will come back onto the ground. And it's your choice. Maybe you take a traditional Shavasana with your legs extending out, arms opening out, or you find another shape that feels better for you. I will be taking a seat. And as you settle into this shape that feels good for your body today, allow yourself to return to a place of stillness within your body, bringing in some quiet and silence into your mind. So you allow yourself to feel what you have done on your mat during today's practice. For the next few minutes, maybe you choose to pause the video and continue your meditation on your own. Center your attention either towards the tip of your nose or down towards your abdomen and belly as you feel your breath move through your body once again. Beginning to deepen your breath in, bringing your awareness back into your body, back onto your mat. Reconnecting to your senses and the area around you. As you invite some tiny movements back into your wrists and ankles, stretching out your fingers and toes. If you are on your back, taking a breath in to extend your arms overhead, pointing your toes away. Breath out, bringing your knees in towards your chest as you round through your back, giving yourself a nice big hug. Wherever you are and however you feel best, taking your time to find a seat at the top of your mat. We'll bring our hands in towards our heart, tuck our chin in towards our chest, allowing our eyes to soften or stay closed. Taking a moment to check in one last time. Notice how you feel now as opposed to when you began your practice today. Notice what's changed. Notice what stayed the same. Giving yourself permission to let go of anything additional to make the rest of your day, afternoon, or evening just a little bit better. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you live peacefully and harmoniously. May you be liberated from your pain and suffering. It's my honor to guide you all here today as we sit tall to seal our practice by bowing forward and humbly saying, Namaste. Awesome job. Great job. Thank you for sticking around, for completing this practice with me. Maybe you try it again. And as I mentioned, if there's any shape that feels good in your body, maybe you pause the video and stay with that shape for a few extra breaths. Make this practice your own. Until next time, take care. Look after yourself while not forgetting to look after one another.